And really, the bottom line is no one's exsanguinating on you. No one's like choking to death and not able to breathe, which is what I have to deal with all night long. You know, and if someone's not dying, literally, it's like, okay, it's not the end of the world.
Well, yeah, it is. It is for me. If you have a schedule to follow and so many 5-6 recipes to make in a day, then
that's true.
And at the end of the day, and you have 1 or 2 finished.
Now we have talked about the idea of not trying to prepare 5 or 6 recipes in a day, though, haven't we? And biting off more than we can chew.
Well,
Okay, are we ready to do the quail? Because they're sitting in the sink here just, you know,
no, they have to get room temperature.
No, they're at room temperature, all right.
They're frozen. Put it aside. Okay, now we will do the quails drowned in butter.
Shut up. We're actually going to do the quail.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like for me to do the announcement?
No, I do it.
Oh, well. Go ahead then. Go ahead. Chef Moraes. It says quail drowned in butter.
It's half a cup of butter.
You're going to drown. This is called drowning a quail in butter.
Well,
half a stick.
4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. That's what the recipe says. I always follow my recipes to the letter.
I know you do.
Actually, what happened is that he comes in and then he goes off on all this other direction.
So what do we do with the half a stick of butter? Tell me now or no.
Okay, the recipe for the Elizabethan butter sauce in the beginning.
Excuse me. That's my dish I was cooking from earlier.
Oh.
And everyone's like, well, what was he cooking? You'll have to just watch and find out, won't you? Because I'm not telling you everything. It's none of your business. I didn't get this big by...
It looks a little weird.
You're showing everybody. I wasn't ready to reveal.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's ready to be eaten. But, so is it done?
Do you think it's done?
I have no idea. It looks like a bridge to nowhere. Okay.
You don't need to be disparaging. You never. It may taste really good.
I bet it does. So mash the egg yolk with 1 teaspoon of the wine. Put the salt back.
You know, almost needs. You know what it needs?
I don't think it's in the book. It's not in the book. Oh, that's a small one. I think that's good enough.
No, it said smash it, and I'm going to smash it.
Not smash, mash.
No, it's smash, just mash.
Just mash. So that's good enough. That's mashed. Combine this with the remaining wine. Which is 1/3 of a cup of wine. And then he starts to explaining things about.
And you know what we used
butter.
Today? Oh, excuse me. We use a nice German Riesling because it has a hint of sweetness to it, and we prefer drinking it.
One tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Lemon or lime? Lemon?
Lemon. Because in Brazil, they're called what?
We were talking about lemon and lime. They're called all lemon.
They're all lemon, Because they don't have this in Brazil.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
But it's called
No,
lemon.
you don't.
So one is green lemon. So which one is lemon again?
That one. See, he still can't keep right, that's because they don't have it there.
And the other one is the yellow lemon. Yes, we do.
Why don't we call this a hand, and we'll call this a hand. Okay, I did the salt.
But we don't differentiate like that. We were economical on that when it comes to lemons.
You don't segregate. Okay.
1
This-
tablespoon of fresh lemon juice.
But listen, here I have to read this. It says, this recipe produces a quirky sauce, something like a rustic béarnaise.
Bernays?
The butter lends it a decadent creaminess while the lemon complicates the flavors in the best way, ideal for serving with small poultry, such as quail.
Exactly, that's what we are doing.
A quirky sauce.
Rustic Bernays.
I heard a noise.
Okay,
I'm still hearing
go
it.
ahead. Let's finish this sauce and
funny.
move forward, please.
I hope someone doesn't have
Okay, simmer.
GI issues.
Simmer.
We were just going to get into the kitchen and do what we always do in the kitchen. And people say, well, yeah, the scripting is this, or this, the delivery of the lines is that. And there's no scripting. There's no delivery of lines.
This is supposed to be a quick recipe.
Yeah, quick.
Let it simmer until it thickens a little.
Thickens a little.
Yes.
That's really helpful. This is real stuff that's done live that
You have to keep an eye on the sauce. You cannot walk away from the sauce like some people do. And you stir, stir. Now I think I should have some of that wine.
you don't think you've had too much already?
A little bit. Thank you, merci.
I know.
It's good. Mmm. Delicious. I'm sure that will improve my cooking skills.
Yes. It's getting hot in here.
It's the oven.
Okay. Now this is here. Why don't you go prepare the quail? Let me do this.
Okay.
You have the heat's on way too high.
I didn't touch it. Now we are going to do the quails drowned in butter. 1 small apple, cored and quartered. 4 whole quails, but we are 6 here, so I got 6 quails.
And of course, the apple. We're back to another cored apple, aren't we?
A little bit on butter sauce, which is
What I'm making over here.
unsalted butter.
Oh, good. Because if
doesn't
they're going to
say-
be drowning in butter, it's going to have to take more than this half a stick that we've got going on here.
It doesn't say how much here, but it just says unsalted butter. And 1 spoonful of honey, optional. But I love honey, so
I would do the honey for sure.
I would do the honey for sure, because I love honey. Okay, place a piece of apple inside the cabbage of each quail.
Oh.
Let's violate the quail, shall we?
We're listen.
They're so cute when they're alive and running. We have
We're
all
going to
those dishes.
violate the quail with a wedge of apple. Okay, this is almost boiling, so I'm not going any further with it.
I need a dish, a plate.
A dish,
A plate.
the plate, boss, the plate. Yeah. Are you rinsing them?
I like to rinse them because
Yeah, they need to be rinsed. They're filthy.
you don't know where they have been.
You don't know.
They walk all over the yard.
Mrs. Humble would be like, ah.
No, she let her cat eat all the animals, and she said it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah, and then when I throw stones at those deer that come and eat all of our flowers, she's like, they were here first. You need an apple, don't you?
But they still have some feather attached to them.
Ah!
I don't like it. They don't clean it very well at the store.
That's disgusting.
So we have to remove it. Who wants to eat a hairy quail? Not me. You can. Okay, read the recipe, please.
Doesn't it say stuff it with the apple?
Please stuff me. Please stuff me. Stuff me with apple. Please. Oh. You have to have fun with your food.
It puts the apple in the quail.
Violate the quail. That's too big.
No,
My God.
it's not.
Okay. Put the little plate.
You got the wrong end.
Oh, okay. That's too big of an apple. My God.
Here, we'll find one that can take it. Go to the next quail. See if it can take the bigger one.
Okay, that's a bigger, more robust quail. Be gentle, she's dead, but be respectful. The apple has to go all the way in. You're going to destroy the poor thing.
There's one little part that you got to get past, and once you get
Yeah,
past
the
that,
throat.
it can take the rest of it.
I think it's too big, but look
It's a
at
little
that.
long. It's a little girthy, I think, too. But let's try this one. Here's what we'll do. We'll take a little piece off there.
What's next? The next step?
With breast side up, fold the legs up and over toward the back
Okay, hold on.
and tie with a string.
Okay.
Oh,
you can
look,
do-
there's quail eggs on the plate.
Yes, I know. That's why I bought quail's egg.
Well, it says to, with the breast side up, fold the legs up and over toward the neck, and then tie with string under the neck.
What?
Breast side up,
It is up.
fold the legs up and over towards the neck.
Oh, like that. Oh, and put it behind the neck? My
I know,
God.
so I'm telling you. That's exactly what you're supposed to do, just like that.
Okay, then you do that and I will.
Well, can't we just staple it? You know, in the emergency room, we don't tie anymore. We just staple everything.
Well, this is from the medieval.
Yeah, they didn't have
Times.
staples, did they? That's right.
They had little.
Just tie it down. Okay, let's see. What if we leave it like that? Let it go? Let everything go? Okay, so that's not working
You
either,
have to
is
put
it?
behind the neck. Then.
This is actually, I mean, we're basically going to be breaking every bone in the thing's little body.
As long as it stays tasty.
Okay.
They didn't say that we needed help to do that.
No, look at this. This is just
Good thing
vile.
Dr. Berry offered his help.
Okay, let's tie it again, please. Wrap it. Wrap it. Okay, good. Just leave it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, next one, please.
I should have my gloves on for this. This is just ridiculous having to do this.
I know.
Can't you have them do this at the store?
Did you put it
Do a
down?
wrap again. Wrap. Okay, so this is like the
It's
fast.
labor intensive.
This is like, yeah, this is way too much work. This is the fast forward time. So hang on now, geez, what are you?
Trying to.
Didn't it say to salt and pepper these two?
No, they didn't. You read the recipe.
Now what I would say,
Okay, now we
God,
have-
really, just
We have
Get the-
wash your hands,
you need 2 doses
soap.
of really heavy soap.
Every time you deal with poultry, it's always a good
You
idea
must
to
scrub afterwards.
scrub.
That's why I always wear my gloves for this.
Scrub.
I don't know how I let you sucker me into this. Here, put these in there. Wait.
Well, it tells you to put in a Ziploc bag. He never followed the recipe the way it's supposed to. But go ahead, do whatever you want. You are my guest.
No,
Like,
do a Ziploc bag for God's sakes.
I
Here.
don't want to be rude to the guest.
No, don't want to be rude. Here. Pour the sauce along with the quails into a large bag.
Leave the bird at room temperature for 1 hour, and that's what we are going to do.
Well, I don't know. Should we marinate them? But then
I don't think we are going to marinate. We're just going to put them here and shake it. If you want to
no,
marinate,
we're gonna. This is still too hot. It's gonna melt the bag.
well, I would put it in somewhere else then.
Where? In the freezer?
Well, let's put it in a glass bowl.
Okay. Well, we can go back to where I was and put it in that container.
That container is plastic.
That won't hurt it. It's not that hot.
We are going to use the container instead.
It's
And if
really-
it burned when people are not paying attention.
And
They're doing other things.
exactly.
We are just going to let it soak for a little bit.
That's why the Ziploc, so it all gets around everything.
So, but that's good enough. When you are ready to cook, preheat the oven to 425. Consider serving the dish with white wine in summer and red in winter.
I guess we choose our wine based on the season. So what I'm doing now is trying to get the sauce. I wonder what the sommeliers would think about that. The marinade all over them because we're...
Transfer the quails to a baking dish and place them breast side up.
Does it say to a buttered baking dish or no?
Transfer the quails to a baking dish and place them breast side up.
Okay, so what I would do then,
Transfer the quails to a baking dish and place them breast side up. Transfer the quails to a baking dish and place them breast side up. Do you want me to do it? Yes. That's exactly what we're going to do.
but what I would do,
And then rub the quail with butter, salt, and pepper. And
What do you
that's
mean? What do you mean butter, salt, and pepper? What do you mean rub them?
Yeah, just rub them with butter, and then you put salt and pepper on top of it. Where did he go? So do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it? Oh,
Spray each pan with Pam to avoid messy cleanup.
that's a good idea.
Love this stuff.
Oh, the oven is not at 425. Someone forgot.
No, I didn't forget anything. Look at this mess.
Someone forgot to turn the oven up.
No, the
And-
oven, exactly. The oven's been on
To turn it to 425.
in order to keep everything nice and hot.
I will cut my throat, but I won't tell who.
Well, you already cut your finger, so you might as well cut your throat too. Okay, what I've been doing is rolling these around in the sauce.
Well, we are going to put the sauce on top of it.
This sauce?
Not now,
When?
later.
What do you mean later?
Not now.
What do you mean rub them with butter? How do you plan on doing this?
Well, you have the glove, so now I can do it. I put my own gloves.
No, here's what I think would be better.
Well, we have to follow the recipe, but tell me.
I would melt the butter and brush it on them, and then salt and pepper.
No, it's not the same. It's like I remember when I did another bird before.
Well, I remember we did that turkey and we kept basting it with the wine and the butter mixture.
Yeah, but
That was really good. That was a Martha Stewart recipe.
one time I did for Thanksgiving eggnog. I followed Martha Stewart's recipe.
In spite of her being a bit of a lush when it comes to making eggnog, we were face drunk.
She made me put so much booze. I drank it, but it was like...
Of course you drank it.
You drink one little bit and then you...
We drank a whole bunch of it actually. Her recipes for Thanksgiving.
Okay, give me a bird, please.
Okay. In this couch, I don't like the couch, I don't like the couch, I don't like the couch.
Gentle, they're dead, but you have to be respectful.
Breast side up, so I'll just put it in there like that.
But I'm going to remove it anyway, so don't worry to do a little... Like if you're putting sunscreen on a bird.
No, that's not working for
A
me.
bird that you don't like very much.
That's not working for me.
Oh, it says to rub it with butter.
Yeah,
that's
but
what I'm
that's
doing.
no.
You have to follow the recipe. If it doesn't work, it's not your fault.
I hate to sound like an ongoing commercial, but our Restoration Hardware couch,
Much better.
the Churchill edition, fabulous.
Well, first of all, the recipe says quails drowned in butter. And I think you just want to rub it with butter so that the salt and pepper can stick to the bird, you know?
If it doesn't turn out, we can blame the recipe.
No, if it doesn't turn out, we burn you. I mean, you.
Blame me
We
now,
blame you,
yes. Yeah. Have some more wine. This is some WT, I want to pretend I'm leather. This is like pleather. You know, like pleather. Like plastic trying to be leather, pleather. Well, it says drown. Okay, what else does it say now? Does it say pour this over
Not yet.
and bake?
Okay, next.
He done put himself on a pleather couch. I like to hold the pepper up high
Why?
so that it gets a nice, yeah, see, the same with the salt. You hold it up, it disperses it better, as opposed to just one glob of salt or one glob of pepper. You see? See how that happens?
It doesn't tell you how much salt or pepper to put, so you just
Just throw it on there.
Yeah, just
I think
throw it
that's
in.
enough. Oh my God, Oprah's gonna just like be really pissed at me.
Now next, pour the butter sauce marinade into a frying pan and cook it over medium-high heat. Frying pan?
Huh? I thought you said we were gonna put this over the birds.
We'll do after we cook it a little bit.
Well, why didn't we do it in this and then put the birds in?
What? I don't
Here.
know why.
A frying pan.
Here, we have a good frying pan.
Yeah, but,
No? What do you think?
well, what are we supposed to do with it? This doesn't look very appetizing, but, you know, we can only hope for the best.
So I'm right. Yes.
Boy, now this little mixture here turned out here. Give me that. Give it to me.
Why? No, I have to get everything.
5 to 10 minutes and add some honey.
Oh, honey is good. In the meantime, we can go to a commercial.
The commercial is, we like to use Island of the Moon, Apiary's wildflower honey. Organic, and they're sustainable bees.
Ah,
You know, I'm so sick of that sustainable thing, I could just scream.
you put the honey an hour later.
Is it thickening?
Well, not yet.
No, heat it up. Here, scrape. There you go, good. I would use a whisk instead of all these things.
Really?
Yeah, because then it won't make a mess. Look at this mess.
So it's boiling here.
Yeah, I think it's a little hot now. I think maybe you want to just turn the fire down.
And then you whisk until it gets a little thicker. So how did your dish turn out?
I thought it was lovely.
It looks lovely. So 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes. Is it thickened?
No.
Delicious.
And then what?
We're gonna pour it over these and put them in the oven.
And then?
That's it.
For how long?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
We didn't get into you cutting your finger the other day. This is a, I don't know how to properly cut things by tucking my fingers in, glove. So that you can take a knife and simply put it across your hand. You see? Do you see blood? No. Now, it won't take care of piercing, but it will take care of cutting. See? No cuts. This is chainmail. The chainmail glove that I'm referring to on the show is really a like a para-aramid compound, like Kevlar.
This is who?
Real chainmail. I'm sorry, are you like bored?
No. What?
And he refuses to wear that chainmail glove. You know, the old-time chainmail.
Oh, okay.
This is for medieval. It's all pertinent.
I know I should be.
Exactly, you should have been using this. He never wears this glove. Consequently, one day, I saw him leave the kitchen about the color of this shirt, and I thought, I wonder what happened. And I walked over, and literally there was a little tiny chunk of finger with nail right there in the pile of vegetables he'd been cutting. And he'd taken himself upstairs and was lying down because he wasn't wearing his chainmail glove, you see, because he doesn't tuck his fingers in, he just holds them like that. Let me see. No, let me see. It's always the left hand. Open your hand. The next one. The next one. There it is. You see, he even took a little tiny chunk yesterday out of that. So I think this was the one that you cut before, wasn't it?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
5
So when you get these at Williams-Sonoma, again, you can cut your hand like this. It won't
The
cut.
little bitten sauce is ready.
Okay, I'll pour it on. Chainmail glove. I think $9.95. Williams-Sonoma, highly recommended, especially for those
Okay, when the marinade have reduced.
who don't know how to cut without cutting their fingers.
Silence on the set. When the marinade have reduced, brush the quail with the sauce. Bake for about 10 minutes or until the juice run yellow.
So do you want to brush?
No.
You want to pour or brush?
What does it say?
It says
Just
brush.
read it.
Brush the quail with the sauce.
Oh yeah, then you brush
It brushes the quail with the sauce, or it gets the hose again.
What is the brush?
The brush is over here.
I think you can just pour it on top of it.
Do you want me to pour it, or do you want me to brush? The recipe says brush.
Brush.
Now you know why they make so much money.
Yeah, and we are following the recipe, right? Okay. Do you want to brush?
No, go ahead.
You are the guest.
No,
you
go.
have priority. I don't want to be rude. So you use the brush and you brush.
Do you think they just go stand there and look pretty and throw their hair back? No, no.
Brush like you mean it. Brush.
I saw your lips quiver. Now, when they're doing things, the guys in the emergency room, they have this thing that they do, especially like when your hands are full.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop
And you
it.
lick your finger and stick it in their ear. And they can't do anything because their hands are full with dead body or things.
Okay, and how that advances the plot of cooking quails and
It's just a guy thing.
Then he starts to explaining things about the milk and the yeast and all kinds of stuff. Brush.
Make it respect you,
Oh,
in case that hasn't happened already.
After the apple violation.
Exactly, after the apple, perhaps. If nothing else, you ought an apology or at least dinner and a movie.
Okay, now that I brushed, I just remove the thick arrow from the obstruction here and just pour. Oh look, they're being drowned in butter. It'll be delicious.
Bake for about 10 minutes. The paper towels, I don't know, we were offended by the towel holder.
Okay.
He's finished.
Okay, let's put it in the oven.
Uh-huh.
Close.
It says 10 minutes. I don't think they're going to be finished in 10 minutes.
Bake for about 10 minutes or until
No, I think more like 20 to 40.
Bake for about 10 minutes or until the juice is run yellow.
Well, I said 20 to 40,
We are
so
trying to follow the recipe.
I'm not going to have raw quail.
Doctorberry is always like that. He's always quick. So in the meantime, we can prepare the plate where we are going to put the quails.
Did you already boil the quail eggs so that they're cooked, or are they still raw somewhere?
They're still raw somewhere. I was going to just use them for decoration, but we can
No.
boil. Yes, that's what we're going to do. But we can boil and do the way we want. If you're the guest, I don't want to be rude.
Oh, they should be rinsed first.
Yes, please.
Who's cleaning this stuff? And we've been washing all day long. Oh, look, someone put the knife there so I could jab my finger into it and cut the dickens out of it.
Cut what?
The dickens.
Wash the quails.
All right,
quail
well,
eggs.
you got to get to the sink first. I'm going to turn it. Not yet. The eggs.
Not yet.
What, with your mitt, you can cool them. Here, take one out and let's make sure it's been cooked enough before we take them all out, huh? And here we have a lovely quail egg, cooked to perfection. Could you just scream? Mmm.
It tastes like mini eggs.
It's tasty too, just like candy. Here, I think we should put them back in the water.
Why?
Because feel how hot the pan is? Don't look at the water, ignore it. Now that's been 20 minutes.
Hello, your hair's messy. You cannot say that nobody told you
Thank you.
next time.
At least somebody said something. Oh, okay, one of them got a little done, but it's okay because the back of the oven has a tendency to do that, doesn't it?
Looks beautiful.
You know, if you put them there, I'll go get our bed of lettuce.
Yes, do that.
Exactly, pardon me. And here we are, the bed of the melange of greens. And let's get some tongs for you.
Merci beaucoup.
Derre. Listen to him sizzle
I know. This one is perfect, look.
as the little apples protrude from them. And that's a good sign. If the skin's kind of coming off, it's a good sign. And also you notice that the meat is beginning to pull from the bone a little bit, and then you know your poultry's finished and has been cooked properly. Pardon me.
Yes. Do you want to try some
Yeah,
more
I think a
different?
couple of more birds here. Let's load it up.
Really?
Yeah, because otherwise we have lettuce that's all showing, and the lettuce is kind of sparse on the plate. Yeah. I think that we should have been more voluminous with the lettuce. That's really not quite working for me.
It's okay. Don't worry. The quails drowned in butter.
Elizabethan style butter. And I'm Dr. Berry.
With Chef Moraes.
Thank you for joining us.
Until next time.
Namaste.
Ciao.
Maine.
Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Yeah. Oh, arrivederci. Konnichiwa.
Yes. Come back for more.
The plate? Yeah, but the plate's, it needs more lettuce. Needs more lettuce, needs more lettuce, it needs more lettuce. There we go. Yes. Oh, yes. Mmm. There we go.
Put the eggs.
And then we put some eggs. Hey, that's how you save lives.